we're in a transition period right now. We're making the show a lot greater, a lot more professional looking, new setting. Getting ready for 24, man. 24 is going to be another
right around
fun
the corner.
year. It is.
Today's December 1.
Oh my gosh, where'd the year go?
Christmas is next.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be here before we know it.
We gotta do a Christmas special. I just thought of that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We gotta do something for Christmas.
And then 2024, all them goals you're writing down.
Mm-hmm.
It's go time.
Yeah. Always, make your resolutions. Again, I don't do resolutions, but I just do things that I, goals that I'm trying to set for the year, stick to it, build plans, and just keep working, man, building. I'm like on a 10-year plan right now.
That's the name of the game.
That's it. Everything you do today, you'll feel the effects and benefits down the line, a year later, months later. But that's how life works, how business works.
Yep.
Set it up. How you feeling, man? How you been? I know there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, man. Well, the rates have helped me remain busy. We'll get into that here in a second.
Yes.
But yeah, doing good. Business is moving along. Anybody interested or looking to get at all involved or work in the real estate industry? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people leaving right now.
Yes.
Might not be a bad time to pick up a book.
Good point.
Reach out to a mentor. Learn how you can become a professional in this field, because they are leaving in record pace. So
that's a good point. Yeah. So anyone out there that is even interested, you may or may not. It may not be for you, right? But if you just had some interest, you feel free to contact us. I'd be open to help you, give you the information on, how it looks like as a real estate professional and an agency side, and maybe that might be something you might pursue, or you could contact Mark, or maybe the loans, doing loans or lending area might be more for you. But without the experience and just getting the hands on and just seeing what behind the scenes what it is, you never, that's the good way to figure out if it's for you or not. That's just to get in there and a little something.
Yeah, and the how-tos on social media and the highlight reels that you see, all the pictures, that's not a good indication of what the day-to-day is. So, get with somebody if you're truly interested in jumping in this field, whether in any capacity, as an agent, as a mortgage loan officer, an appraiser, home inspector.
Yes.
So many different avenues you can go in real estate, and transactions are down. Okay, This is not the market to get in here and make a killing right now.
Right.
But you get in here and you come in here with a learner's attitude. That making a killing is right around the corner.
100%. And I was going to get into that today if we had time, but I was going to kind of bring up a topic similar to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Basically about business in general. And being a business owner. It's it's not all flashy lifestyle and all the bells and whistles and trips out of this country and rolling in nice cars. And true success initially, at least for the first 8 to 10 years, does not look like that at all. No. So just the realities of being an entrepreneur, working for yourself, really looks like a normal person. Just because a lot of the funds, you can make good money, but a lot of it has to be reinvested back in your business. So you really don't. A lot of the money and profit you make initially, like I said, within the first 5 to 10 years, is going back to your business. So it's not gonna show a lot, if that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. You're not gonna go buy the big mansion already, the Porsche right away, until you get your business up to a certain level, which takes years and years, of doing great business and providing great service, and people, coming back and then as your clientele grows over the years, then you start seeing those fruits of your labor. But initially, we're in the trenches, we're working hard. It just and everything goes into the business just to build, to make more business, to build and grow. So that's a little something I wanted to kind of just put out there.
Oh yeah, you nailed it. So if you're interested, reach out. Yeah, this is not a bad time to start asking questions, exploring.
Yeah,
especially if you're tired of your job where you're at now.
Right.
Why not? Why not?
Right. And last thing I just want to say to all the professionals out there, especially in the real estate industry, auto industry is the same. They're affected. A lot of industries are affected with the elevated rates. In the down season, which has been pretty slower than normal. Mm-hmm. This is really the time to to create new ways, new marketing ways. It forces growth for a business person. When things are slowing down, right? It forces you to do new things, go outside of what you normally would do to create more business. It's a good opportunity to take over more market share once the market recovers, because like you just said, a lot of people leave the business when it slows down and things aren't going so well. So it opens up potentially more market share for the ones that are still in it. But at the same time, it's an opportunity to learn new things, to educate yourself, to get better, and to implement more different strategies and ways to do more business effectively. So you can look at a growing season right now.
Definitely.
Yeah. So those that could stay in it and last could do well. Come next year, because seemingly, and I don't know, you can tell me if it seems like it's a trend, but you tell me, are rates coming down on a trend? Like we were over 8, I think 8.03 was the high or something.
Right. Yeah.
We're at what?
7. We're approaching 6.
So did it go down a whole point within
7.
like the last month or so?
Yeah, it sure did. October 26th, October 27th, around there. That's closer to where the peak was. We were at the 10-year Treasury was right around 5. Just went over it for a couple days. So it was a lot higher than it is now. Right now, I don't know, 4.25, 4.23, something like that.
Okay.
So it came down quite a bit. 75 basis points on the Treasury. That directly impacts where our mortgage rates are at. So we have seen a decline for the past 30 days. I mean, there have been some days where it does fluctuate higher or up, but overall, the trend for the past 30 days has been downward, which is great. It lowers the interest rate that buyers are getting. It lowers the cost to close for the interest rates that some people were looking at getting. So if it doesn't make your interest rate lower, it's going to make your cash to close lower.
Oh, nice.
Either way you look at it, and in the top cases, it does both. You lower your interest rate and you lower your cash to close.
Wow.
It's been good. I wouldn't say that it's had a huge impact on new buyers. Maybe some on the fence ones that were do I buy right now? Do I not? Can I afford it? Can I not? I think it's had the biggest shift in that department. I have not seen it hit too many new buyers, because a lot of the new buyers are still like, oh, great. Well, it's not close to 8. Yeah. It's still at 7. So
I think some of that is seasonality too.
Yeah.
End of the year, people are like more in the
holidays are here.
People are saving up for Christmas,
right.
and So I get that, but I think if this trend keeps ticking down, even just incrementally down, top of the year, I think it should pull out definitely quite a nice.
And those are conventional rates. Conventional are typically higher. So we're still 7 or slightly above it. FHA and VA, they're in 6s already.
And you guys hear that? And FHA is usually what first-time buyers typically use.
Yeah, it's easier to qualify for. They have less strict requirements as far as credit score. They allow you to carry more debt into your purchase.
A 6.
6.75. They're around there. And again, these are just numbers averaged where people are at.
Right.
Everybody's situation is going to be different based
on
their credit score, their debt to income ratio, how much they're putting down, all of that goes into play. But yeah, that's the area we're playing around right now. High 6s, low 7s for the loan products that are.
So my message to the first time buyer out there: if you were planning on buying this year, or even considering maybe next year, and you knew the reason that you didn't buy this year is because obviously the rates were higher, I would say talk to the loan officer right now. Whoever you use, go through your loan officer and rerun the numbers right now, because like you just said, first time buyers FHA, you're looking potentially at a 6 point something, high 6s. So that definitely will definitely ease the payments, the monthly payments, as they compared to prior months, right? So that
absolutely,
I would say that's nice little downtick. Let me ask you, the difference on the average, say $400,000 home, median home here, Fresno, right? More or less, what's the difference in the payment from where it was 8% to now, let's just say 7%? How much monthly difference lower are borrowers looking to spend right now, opposed to 8?
It's super general way of doing this.
Yeah.
It is not exact.
Yeah.
It is just rough here.
Rough.
But if we're going from 8 to 7, right? How you want to factor that is a 1% difference in interest rate, which equates to about $100 a month for every $100,000 that you borrow. So if you're borrowing $400,000 and we're going 7% instead of 8%, your payment is looking at being about $400.
$400 less, guys. You hear that?
Yeah.
Might not be a bad time to go talk to your just at least look at the numbers and see if it's affordable now, because $400 is quite a bit of money. You know, that's some people's car payments. You know, depends on what kind of car you're driving, but
yeah, that's a huge amount.
That's a lot of money.
You're talking about debt to income ratio. Unless you're making $20,000 a month, a $400 swing is not going to change your ratio that much. But if you're making $9,000 a month gross, right? You're not even bringing that home, but everything's based on gross. So if you're making $9,000 a month, you're only allowed to use half of it. That's $4,500 is where they want all of your debts plus this new mortgage to be at or under. $4,500. So if you get an additional $400 off your mortgage because the rates have dropped, that's almost like 10% more to your buying power right there, because just to the DTI rate.
Right.
So it's a big number for most people. If you're dropping, $100 for every $100,000, it could be the difference between qualifying and not qualifying.
And actually, guys, I'm gonna let you guys a little secret. The savvy buyer, first-time buyer, another reason is very imperative to talk to your loan officer today, because right now is the slow season. We're in December. This slows down. Less buyers out there. Now you might be able to find the home you love, get it at a better, lower cost, a lower price, because there's not many offers being out there. So you're going to have a chance to find your home, potentially negotiate a lower price for the home, and end up with a lower rate than previous. So, hey, it might be a good time to sneak in and take advantage of the market. And if rates ever do come drastically down, there's always that refi option within a year or so. Yep. Yeah,
one last thing on the rates before we move over to these prices here.
Definitely.
If by chance this happens to reach somebody that's already in escrow, and you've already locked your rate from 30 days ago when it was significantly higher, ask your lender about what's called a float down policy, because the rates are lower than they were 30 days ago. If you were locked in at a certain rate, you locked it because you were afraid that it was going to continue to rise. So lock me in now so it doesn't move.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if you are in that case, it's moved in a direction that was in your favor, but you already locked.
Yeah. Most
lenders have what's called a float down policy so that you can take advantage of a rate that's much lower than what you locked in, if in an environment like this where the rates are lower than what you locked 30 days ago. So you can try to bring it down and float it down before you close out your purchase. That is a float down policy.
Float down policy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Not everybody's got them. Not every bank offers them.
Sure.
But definitely ask. Definitely ask, because if it's a significant enough drop, there may be a way to renegotiate the rate that you have locked.
Nice.
While you're in escrow.
Oh, hey, there you go. Lastly, I want to say what you offer. Do you still have that $40,000 grant available?
40,000.
40,000.
It's a 3.5%. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, where did I get 40K from? So
I'm not sure.
I
know there's a 40K grant here for ADUs being built.
ADUs, gotcha.
ADUs,
okay.
But that's through the Cal HFA. They do those.
There you go, you guys are looking for ADUs. Contact us. You got a grant for that.
Yeah.
But now, speaking as first time buyers, you got a 3 point.
Right. And it's not even first time buyers only. That is one of the 4 boxes that you have to check in order to qualify for this grant. What this grant is a 3.5% FHA loan. Typically, when you're buying the home, 3.5% needs to come out of your pocket as your skin in the game to buy that home. This grant program is a true grant, meaning that 3.5% will be covered completely and automatically forgiven the day after you close.
Wow.
You don't have to live in the property for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years before it's removed. It doesn't sit there accruing interest and need to be paid back if you sell. It's automatically forgiven as a grant. And like I said, you do not have to be a first-time home buyer. First-time home buyer qualifies you, but that's one of 4 boxes you can check.
Nice.
The other one is if your income is 140% or under of Fresno area.
Okay.
The other box you can check is if you are a first responder, firefighter, police officer, correctional officer, healthcare worker. A lot of these that you'll qualify as well. And then the 4th box is a state, city, or government employee.
Oh, nice.
So majority of everybody.
A lot of people qualify, right?
You can own a home already. As long as you don't own an FHA currently, you can move out of your house, buy this new one
That's
using the grant.
awesome. Now, do you have to have a certain credit score to qualify?
620.
620 credit scores. That's all you need.
620 minimum credit score to qualify for this
No
grant.
way.
And then
That is
check one of those boxes.
Wow, you guys, you got to jump on that. At least have the conversation today and just find out more about it, man. I mean, imagine your down payment just being covered for you, right? And now you just got to worry about some closing costs and
yeah,
and,
and there's nothing wrong with coupling that with sellers who paying, I don't know, $5,000 to purchase their home.
Yeah,
you can couple that with this grant, so you come to the table with even less.
And you can get seller credit.
You can still get seller credit. Yep.
So you can potentially, guys, get a house pretty much for nothing down on it, like out of pocket.
Can. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna pay the appraisal out of pocket. You'll pay home inspection
pennies compared to what.
And if seller credit can cover the rest,
man,
done deal.
So you got your down payment covered, and then you have your closing costs covered by the seller.
Yeah.
Boom, a new home, beautiful home.
Right.
Virtually for pennies.
And you don't know, and again, whatever that 3.5% breaks down to, it's forgiven the day after you close.
Wow. Unbelievable. Reach out, guys. There's a lot of good stuff out there, and that's why I like doing these shows, because we know there's a lot of things people aren't aware of. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I would buy, but I don't." Here you go. We got a lot of programs. Okay, so we don't have a whole bunch of time, guys. We're doing a short little update, but I want to give you a quick update on numbers on prices here in Fresno, California, specifically as far as prices year over year. So as of now in Fresno, the median home price right now is around $425. Not bad. $425. Last year at this time, we were looking around about $405.
Okay.
So, we're up about $20K year on year, which is still good, which is still showing that there still is a good amount of demand. Inventory is still low. The market is a little bit more balanced in this market right now. Less everything, less sellers, less buyers, but it's keeping prices level and balanced, which is good. It's a good, healthy market. Of course, as professionals and just in general, we always like to see more houses coming to the market, more opportunities for buyers. But with the rates, I guess it's safe to say on a downtrend, and going into the new year, we should start seeing buyer activity picking up. And Mark has great programs, guys, and for loan programs out there as well. So that's another good incentive to come out and start looking. But yeah, I think we're gonna be a good 24 in the beginning. It's gonna start picking up more.
Yeah, I agree. Last year, we had a similar trend. So I'm anxious to see how the new year is going to turn out, and if any new world events are going to come out that alter that trajectory there. But last year, we did tail off and downtrend towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
and
very slow.
And then midway through January, almost end of January, those rates started to tick right back up. So
and
we'll watch to see what happens. It does seem like a good pocket right now to get a lot cheaper than you could have gotten a month ago, but we'll see how long that downtrend continues. All the evidence points to it continuing that way. Maybe not as fast as it shot up.
Right.
Coming down, but we also don't want that. We don't want it to drop down super fast. Even though it shot up super fast, we don't want it coming back down super fast, because we're just going to be in this roller coaster.
Right.
And we don't want that.
Exactly. I don't see that happening.
Higher for longer. Higher for longer,
for sure. Keep everything a little steady. And one last thing I just want to point out, buyers are buying more today at this elevated rates. Even when we were 8, we had more transactions happening than we did last year once it hit 8. And the main reason is buyers are more sensitive to because it was too volatile last year, right? Rates went from like 4% to 8% in a few months. So when that happens, people kind of pause, right? Oh, yeah. It's like, whoa, things are happening too fast. They're going up too fast. What's going to happen? So, but as rates kind of stabilize, it could be elevated, but as long as it's not much volatility happening, and they're just staying for a while at the 7 or 8, people are more inclined to start, getting back in the market, because they feel, hey, this is what it is, right? And hey, what's interesting is now 6% looks amazing. Can people remember a year and a half ago, say January or early 2022, all the way up to and prior, 6% looked crazy high then.
Yeah, nobody wanted it.
Nobody, right? Because back, last 20, we're what, high 3s, 4s,
right?
22 January, something like that, and then it went to 8. So, but yeah, it's just funny how the psychology works on the rates.
yeah, we get programmed. We definitely get programmed. So, we'll see how big of an effect this drop has, and if it continues, I would imagine that the buying activity is going to stabilize or continue to increase.
Yeah.
We'll see what that does to home prices.
For sure. We like to hear what you guys think too.
Yeah.
Leave comments, inbox. Let us know where you guys think prices are going to do next year. Do you think home prices are going to go up? They're going to decline. There's, no one has the exact answer to that. So all answers are valid, right? Because no one really,
Right.
we don't have crystal balls, but we can just project on what we see on the data.
Right.
So, yeah, man, that's anything else you want to add? I know we're doing a quick market update. Anything else you're seeing?
No, that's it. That's good there. You're going to hear a lot of noise. It could be good noise, hurry up and buy. Or it could be bad noise, stay away from
Hurry up and
buying.
buy.
Yeah. It could be noise either way, trying to push you in either direction. I just encourage you to reach out to as many people as you know. They don't necessarily have to be agents or loan officers in the field. They could just be people with investment properties. Keep their eye on the market. So I encourage you to reach out to everybody that you know who is in the field or has some skin in the game that can kind of give you an idea of what they see as a pulse of the market. Because right now could be an opportunity. Could be, we're going to see, but you won't know, and it'll pass you by unless you reach out to the people who are in it day to day.
Yeah, and don't listen to Uncle Tommy who lives in his mom's basement. He comes around during the holidays and they claim they know everything. Just listen to the people that are in the business, that are watching it daily. They're gonna have more insight, more realistic feedback for you guys. And again, you could take that and decide for yourself,
Right?
What you want to do. But just get the right information, I guess. The most accurate.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Other than that, guys, we got a new, as you said, we got a new setup. We're building, new things are coming, especially for 24.
Yeah.
Working on something pretty big as well. We're not going to release it yet, but just stay tuned. We are in talks of something pretty big, but as we get closer.
And different and new.
New.
Yeah. It's
But
be,
it could be a game changer. And I really can't wait to tell everyone, but I know it's just not time yet because it's so premature. But over the next few weeks, as we get more information, we're going to start releasing out what the changes coming up, and it's amazing. It could be a great benefit to a lot of people, actually. So
Yeah.
So that's just that, my friend. Other than that, Heat Speakers, everything, guys. We're on Instagram, Facebook. Just follow us, stay with us, man. We love you guys. We're growing, making it better, bigger. All feedback, we're welcome.
Yep. And to those who have been watching, thank you. Appreciate the views, the time you spend with us, whether it's on YouTube or live when we stream these live. Appreciate you guys listening in and asking any questions. Hopefully we're getting you guys the right answers back and in a good time frame because this market moves quickly.
It does. It does, man. All right, guys.
On that note,
Heat Speakers, see you guys next time.
next week.
Take care.
Bye.